facing the four corners of the earth. Shalom, shalom.
Come,
The brother had a state of nostalgia.
yeah. Without further ado, I want to give all glory and honor unto Yahweh, by Hashem, by Shai, by Hashem, Kwakadash. Double honor to the elder apostles that taught us truth. Salutation to the brother pushing the truth on the four winds of the earth. Also the sisters listening quiet and meekness.
Right.
Confusion of faces.
Right.
Women and children. Shalom. Confusion of faces also. Shalom. Pretty much what I want to do is get into the downfall of a place y'all people love so much, man. Okay? That y'all don't want to see to be destroyed. But it's going to be destroyed. It's guaranteed to be destroyed, okay? The place that keep coughing up all the abominations that's got to go. Okay? Now we out here signing the crown to the Most High, like it says in Ezekiel 9:4. We're the ones with the mark upon our forehead that don't want to be destroyed like the rest of these heathens and these damn reprobates in this captivity, man. Okay? This place got to go. Matter of fact, let me get Ezekiel 9:4.
What, Ezekiel 9:4? This is Ezekiel chapter 9, verse 4. Got you. Ezekiel 9:4. And the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh, and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. And when you speak about Jerusalem, Jerusalem is the people before a place. All right, just like the Lord also gave us names like Jeshurun, okay? Just like the Lord called us also his beloved, his only begotten, you know? So the Lord said that go throughout the people of Israel and go to those who sigh and that cry. You know what I'm saying? For the abomination thereof. All right?
What's your spot, brother?
Let me go to verse 5.
Can I read that real quick?
Nah, you good, man.
No.
No, we know what you in the past, man. You take care.
This is Ezekiel 9:5. And to the others that said, my hearing, go after through the city and smite, let not your eyes spare, neither have no pity. Okay? Slay utterly young, both maids, little children, and women. Both come near upon who is the mark. And that's what we want to be, man.
Right.
We don't want to be destroyed because we got that mark. We're contrary to this captivity.
Hey,
Okay.
when it says to mark those that sigh and cry, that word, you go to that word, I think the word is thawah, and it means to be exempt from judgment. So we're gonna be, so the warden is Yahweh Shai, and Yahweh Shai is gonna pardon our sins. Because he died for our sins, but those who haven't repented, the Lord is going to destroy them. Okay? Because we're in the midst of Babylon. Jerusalem right now, the people of Jerusalem, the Hebrew Israelites, the so-called Negro Latinos and Native Americans, right now we are in the midst of Babylon. And the destruction of Babylon is coming. The Lord has all, think about this, you gotta understand, wherever the Hebrew Israelites were, the Lord always brought destruction to that people or to that kingdom. So the Hebrew Israelites are here in America again, because they were brought here on cargo slave ships. So the Lord said that he was going to destroy this land. Okay, because of the blood, it defiled his land. You got something?
Time to go. They began at my sanctuary. Then they began at the ancient men were before the house. Okay. Let me go to we go to Revelation 18:4 now.
Okay. This is Revelation, chapter 18, verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven, saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues.
Exactly, man. Come out of here, my people, man. While you got a chance, while the doors of repentance are so tight right now, man. There's a lot going on at once, more than ever, man. Okay? The Lord is being, the people are ignoring the Lord's signs, man. All right? A lot of judgment is being dished out, and people are, they're not even recognizing that, man. Okay? Measuring these times. I mean, matter of fact, see, we out here for the elect and the 1/3, the people that are listening, man. The hell with the rest of you people, man. Okay? That are taking heed at the last minute. Well, let me get in.
Hold on, so like I want to bring out something real quick, a little bit more on that. Revelation 18:4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. And a good analogy is for anybody who ever watched the movie Boys in the Hood. Cuba Gooding Jr. Character, he was getting ready to get inside that car, right? And then he got in the car, and he was driving. He said, "Let me out." He said, "What you mean?" He said, "Let me out, let me out." When they let him out, what happened? Everybody inside that car got shot up. Okay, stuff. I think they died. Okay, because they did the hit and everything. But Cuba Gooding Jr., his character survived. In other words, come out and hurt my people. Don't follow the masses to destruction. You see, the masses of the people are trying to get vaccinated. All right, don't follow them. You got to come out of this place because this place is going to be destroyed.
Exactly, man.
All right, this economy is not going to bounce back. All of American allies are becoming their enemies, and all of a sudden now you have it to China, Iraq, and Iran. They all have sanctions on them from America. But guess what China said? China said, to hell with America's sanctions. China's purchasing oil from Iran. And Iran is selling oil at a record low because of all the sanctions. And Iraq has told America about 2 months ago to take their troops up out of there. So what happened? Somebody had got bombed in Iraq. See, they're not playing anymore, man. Babylon the Great is being destroyed. All right.
Exactly. That's beautiful. Let me start off with Jeremiah 51:1.
You want me to get it? You got it.
I got it. This is Jeremiah 51:1. Thus said the Lord, behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them that raise up against me a destroying wind.
Right.
Okay? And we know where that destroying wind come from, man. Okay? That's the heat from them thermonuclear missiles, man, that we're going to receive if we don't come out of this place, man.
Right.
Okay? When people can't, when I say visionists, they don't care.
Vision.
Huh?
You said when people can't envision.
Yeah, when they can't vision this, they can't vision what we're reading. But when I say destroying wind, they be like, what you mean a destroying wind? And if you look at Terminator, that destroying wind before she felt the fire took off her flesh. They like, man, whatever.
That destroying wind come from that shock wave.
The shock wave,
right? Because it's when they drop the atomic bomb on Nagasaki and Hiroshima, anything that was in a 5-mile radius was obliterated.
Exactly.
So when the Bible said that destroying wind, that's what it's talking about.
Exactly.
Okay, and everybody's talking about nuclear war. Nuclear war is in the Bible, and it's going to happen here in America. Like I said, all the allies, they're at variance with them. You know.
Let me go to verse 2. You down on that?
Yeah, no, whatever you got, I'm following you.
I'm gonna go to verse 2.
Yeah,
and I will send upon Babylon fanners that will fan her and shall empty her land. Right. For in the day of trouble that shall be again her round and about. And
go ahead.
And we know what those fanners are. I believe those are the angels, man. That's increasing that heat.
That's what I was gonna say. All right.
That's the angels that's increasing that heat, man. That's gonna make sure that destroying wind spreads, man.
It speaks about that.
It speaks
about that in Revelation. It said horses having breastplate. It's talking about the angels. Because the angels are in chariots. What pull a chariot? A horse in the ancient times.
Exactly.
So it's talking about the angels. Because remember what the Lord said. The Lord said, my ministers are angels. He said, my angels are ministers of fire. The Lord said that. So the angels are going to be the one that's going to be directing those warheads up there.
Exactly. I'm going to go to verse 3. And again, him that bendeth let the archer bend his bow, and against him that lifteth him up.
Now what's the bow? The silos that they come out of. They come out of the ground. All right?
And spare not her young men, destroying her utterly her host. Okay? And I believe it said in the Parker, they shall shoot out and not return. Nothing that shoots out returns, man. The only thing that returns is a boomerang.
Yep. Second Esdras, the 16th chapter.
Second Esdras, the 16th chapter.
It said, one arrow shall be shot from one end of the earth to the next.
And that's those thermonuclear missiles.
Right. You can't shoot an arrow from Australia to the United Kingdom. So that's why it's all written in parables. All right, there's no one that can shoot an arrow. So the vision that Esdras saw thousands of years ago, he thought it was an arrow, and he saw the fire after the arrow. That's a missile. All right, that's what you call prophecy.
Exactly. Man.
All right, there's no greater God than the God that can tell you what's going to happen thousands of years before you get there, and that's what the Bible tells you about America, the mystery of Babylon. Yeah, what you looking for?
Yeah, I had a lot of stuff.
I got something. This is Isaiah chapter 9, verse. Isaiah chapter 9, verse 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood. But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. America's gonna be destroyed by fire. Every battle has been with garments rolled in blood. Okay? When you fought hand-to-hand combat, you had guerrilla warfare. You will literally, like, your enemy will be like 100 or 500 yards away from you. Now they're dropping bombs from drones. All right, you got people that's like halfway across the world using satellite so that they can drop a bomb on innocent civilians in the Middle East. But the people in America, they don't see that or hear that because they tell you about Trump. They'll tell you about the stimulus bill, but they don't understand that the world events is going to affect everything that happens here in America as well. Remember what I said? That shall hate the whore. They're going to hate the whore eventually, and they're starting to hate the whore right now. Prime example. They had the gas pipeline. Russia and Germany had the gas pipeline. America said that they were going to put sanctions on all those other countries that was continuing to do the deal with the pipeline with Russia. They lost a lot of money, billions of dollars, man. And they were like 90% away from getting it complete. So these nations are getting fed up with America. All right? It's inevitable to think that America will go on for another 5 years, especially at the rate these prophecies are coming about. Okay.
I'll go to sure, you got something else?
No, go ahead.
I'm about Jeremiah 51 and 44. And I will punish Bel and Babylon. I will bring forth out of the mouth that which he had swallowed up, and the nations shall not flow together anymore unto him. You will all Babylon shall fall. Exactly. Right now we're serving the other nations, man, because we sin against the Most High, and all these other nations are oppressing us, man. But their judgment is coming all together, man. Okay, and the only nation of people, the small amount of people that's going to be delivered is 144,000 out of the nation that he chose. Okay, Moab, the Edomites. All those that are giving favor to over our heads. Let me go to verse 45. My people go out of the midst of her and deliver every man his soul from the fierce anger of the Lord. Okay, and we're the only ones that's going to be delivered in that day of the Lord's destruction, man. You got something else?
Yeah. This is on Revelation chapter 18, verse 4. For I heard the voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and God hath remembered her iniquities. And God said, Bible, you got something?
No.
It's a Bible study. Can you get me on Psalms 137 and 7?
Psalms.
The Lord said that he has remembered Babylon's iniquities. And who is Babylon? Babylon the Great is America. It's called the city of confusion. Because how can this be a country that says, in God we trust on their dollar bill, but you don't uphold any of his laws, statutes, or commandments? Every president gets inaugurated on the Bible, but they don't uphold any of the commandments, man. Then on top of that, they go against the natural order of things, allowing America to be turned into Sodom and Gomorrah, which is why the place is called spiritually Babylon. And then on top of that, how America was established. America was established through slavery, all right, through bloodshed. And the Lord said, defile not the land therein, because blood, it said, shed not blood, and the land therein, because blood defileth the land, and the land can't be cleansed except by the blood of him that shed it. So that's an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. That's why this place is going to be destroyed, because it was built on blood. The Lord said, woe be to you that established a city with blood. America was established with blood. Woe means destruction. All right? America is not that city where everybody said that the streets are paved with gold back in the 30s and 40s. All right? This is a den of devils.
We go to Songs. This is Songs 137 and 7. Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom, the day of Jerusalem, who saith, raise it, even the foundation thereof.
Said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof. Who is Edom? It's a so-called white man, woman, and child. They said, raise it. Just put an E in front of it. That means to erase. They tried to get rid of us. This is during the time of, like, think about, what's his name? It's the 70 AD. when Titus and his sons Domitian, Vespasian and his sons Titus and Domitian did a great slaughter to our people. That's why you have something known as the Ark of Titus. The Ark of Titus is a commemoration of when they had brought down the Israelites. It said, raise it even to the foundation thereof. And then when that serpent was bound for 1,000 more years, the Renaissance, the rebirth of the devil came back, which is Esau, Edom, and they're here again today. So David told the Lord to remember them, remember the slave trade. All right, the Lord said, remember the children that was home. All right, that's what King David told the Lord. Go ahead, up.
I'm gonna go to verse 8. O daughter of Babylon, who art thou be destroyed?
Ooh.
Happy shall be that rewardeth thee
Right.
that has served us.
Right. So when it says right here in Revelation, when it's talking about Babylon being destroyed, when King David said, "Oh Lord, remember Edom, the virgin daughter of Babylon," what did the Lord say in Revelation 18:5? For her sins have reached unto heaven, and God hath remembered her iniquities. So when David was saying, remember that, what did the angel say in Revelation? The Lord remembered their iniquities, man. The Lord haven't forgot what the so-called white man, woman, and child have done to us. They're walking fugitives. When you look at a so-called white man, you need to look at them as Cain. They're fugitives. Exactly. They slay their own brother. And then they walk around about as if they done nothing wrong.
That Cain spirit. Right?
Yeah, they got that Cain spirit on them. Someone said, am I my brother's keeper? All right, Cain had the audacity to lie to the Heavenly Father. That's why the so-called white man will lie to you, because he don't believe in the Heavenly Father. They don't believe in God. They think that they're God. You got more on that? No, it's more on that.
Okay, so I'm going to go to verse 9. This is verse 9. This is Psalms 137 and 9.
Right.
Happy shall be he that take it and dash like little ones against the stones.
And that's what they did to the Native American women that were pregnant. They would cut their children. They would give them a C-section. And they would, when the unborn child would fall out the stomach, they would step on their heads on the pavement. Yes, that's written in American history. But they don't teach that in schools. The Lord said, happy shall he be that take thy little one and bash their heads against the ground. Okay? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, woman, the child, you are Babylon. Shalom, Maki Halba, Shema, Shai, Bashim, Hakadash, Barakatah. The brother Yeram, the bar drop, Ezekiel 24:9. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh, woe to the bloody city, I will even make the powerful fire great. What were we just talking about? Thermonuclear warheads, man. That fire. This is going to be a great power. This is going to be a great heap of just destruction. You got something?
Yeah, I got some. This is Jeremiah 51 and 54. A sound of cry cometh from Babylon, and great destruction from the land of the Chaldeans.
Right. Okay. The Chaldeans go back to the ancient Babylon.
Exactly. I'm going to go to 55. Because the Lord hath spoiled Babylon and destroyed out of her mouth a great voice. When her waves do roar like great water, the voice is uttered.
Right. The noise and the voice is uttered. All right. You got more on that?
No, that's it.
Hey, Baba Gashai, can you give me Isaiah 47:1?
Isaiah
47:1. Hey, Shalom. Yahweh Shema, Shai, Bashim, Hakadash, Barakatah.
You said 47:1. Okay. This is Isaiah 47:1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon.
Right, so Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, woman, and child, the Lord said, come sit down in the dust. What does that mean? Because right now you sit on the throne. When you're sitting down in the dust, that means you're a pauper, you're a serf. All right, you're not royalty, you're not of nobility. So when it says sit down in the dust, that's talking about you being dethroned. Remember what it said in Daniel, I think it's Daniel the 7th chapter, when it said, I beheld and the throne was cast down. Okay? The Lord's going to cast you down from your throne. Go ahead.
On the ground, and no throne of daughter of Chaldeans, right. For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
You heard that word daughter again, right? It's talking about Edom, the virgin daughter of Babylon. Because like when you think about the Chaldeans, you got to go back to like the ancient maps where you had Mesopotamia, you had Babylon, you had Acadia. They eat them at one with cheese and horror. You had Babylon, you had Acadia, and you had the Chaldeans, Mesopotamia. So they're using references of cities from back during that time. But what was going on during those times? Now remember, the word Babylon, I know that's crazy. The word Babylon Babel means confusion, Lon means land. This is a land of confusion. When they tried to build a tower up into heaven, because they knew what happened, they knew that there was a flood before, so they thought they were wise to build a tower to heaven so they won't get flooded again. What the Lord did, He changed everybody's language. In other words, people spoke different dialects in Hebrew, but He left the pure language with Abraham. So in other words, that's where you get Babylon from, because America is also a haven of all nations that speak different languages and tones, and there's different practices and cultures here. All right, and there's a lot of things that are just actually turned upside down. That's another reason why this is called Babylon. Everything in America, everything in Babylon is contrary to everything in the scriptures.
Exactly.
Point blank, period.
This place is big. They built this place upon it to go against the scriptures, man.
Yeah.
Eating pork, they make restaurants against the scriptures, man.
Red Lobster. They literally have a restaurant called Red Lobsters. Come on, man. You know.
We also got Outback Steakhouse and all the ribs, baby back way, ribs and all that.
Right.
Okay, I got another. This is Malachi 4:1. Malachi 4:1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all proud, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And all the day coming shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave neither root nor branch. Okay? Burn as an oven, man. The Lord telling us this place is going to be destroyed. Like it says in Malachi 1:4, they will build and I will throw down. They can constantly increase this captivity all they want to and believe it's going to go on, but the Lord is going to destroy it regardless. It's going to burn as an oven. And everything you love is going to be desolate, man. And that's what's wrong with our people. We so in love with everything that's here, man. We don't want to fight against our flesh, man. But the Lord say, I don't care about the outer appearance, man. He weighed the spirit, man. Mm-hmm. But a lot of our people's spirit is going to be waiting that damn fire, man.
That's right.
Okay, you got it. I guess I'll bring it out for you. I'll bring it out.
Oh, yeah. Okay, come on. Isaiah 47:2.
Isaiah 47:2. Okay, this is Isaiah 47:2. Take the millstone and grind meal, uncover the locks, make bare in leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers.
Right, and when it says uncover the locks and make bare the leg, imagine a prissy, timid, bashful woman walking with a dress, and all of a sudden a nice breeze just comes up on her dress and lifts it up, and it shows her panties. She's gonna start blushing, all right, because she feels embarrassed. But that's what happened with America, the virgin daughter of Babylon. Your skirt's being lifted because people have been exposing all of the lies and all of the evils that you have been doing, because you have something called the internet, all right, social media. So word can travel faster. So in order for you to do what they call it damage control, you deem it, what they deem it? They deem it misinformation. You deem it misinformation, or you also deem it fake news. When the last time all of a sudden, everything's starting to be fake news if it's not CNN or Fox. Really? So with that being said, that just goes to show you that everything that you're doing is being exposed. Why do you think so many of our people are not, why do you think so many of our people are not so excited, as I should say, or adamant to go out and get the jab? The only people you show on the news getting the jab, it's some old ass Jakes.
Old Jakes.
And then you got them Judahite women who love Babylon and they master. Other than that, man, you ain't getting no, man, Jake ain't going for that.
Yeah, that's all that's getting a jab is the elderly and lapdogs, man.
Yep. And go ahead.
The lapdog, the nurses. See, I work in the medical field, so all the nurses, all the nurses and CNAs getting a jab. Forgot, and they convince them to get it, but they say, if you get the jab, we'll give you guys $400 gift cards. Man, that line was hit from New Orleans to Florida when they told them that. They in line getting a jab for Walmart gift cards. They in line getting a jab for them, Well, and for gift cards, man.
Gift cards.
And what the scripture say about health and wealth, man. You know, health is greater than any gold that is off. I think it's in the Apocrypha, man.
Right. But yeah, but the reason why I was saying that about about our people not being so adamant to go and get the vaccine is because of the Tuskegee Project. All right, you would tell our people, if you don't have any health insurance, come down to the medical department and we will give you free tests. But what you were doing, you were testing our people for syphilis, and you were sterilizing our women, and that came out because Margaret Sanger is really she's the mother of the eugenics. And Margaret Sanger, she's the parent of Planned Parenthood. Condoms, birth control pills. Why is that for? All right, so you can stop the multiplication of people. But how you say you're a God-fearing country, but the Lord said to be fruitful and multiply, but then you have birth control and condoms. This is a confusing place.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Colin, if you don't mind, you saying she the one said the best way.
All right,
She's the one who quoted, if you want to get the best way to kill a nigger is destroy him from the womb. It was
right.
She quoted that, man. To get rid of a nigger, just destroy the womb while they're in the womb, man.
And that's why. Remember on the way here we were talking about International Women's Day.
Yeah.
I had uploaded a video. I said, why celebrate International Women's Day when the #1 killer in the Israelite community are abortions? Over everything, over heart disease, over all of that. Police shootings, the #1 killer in our community, in our nation is abortion. So, big ups to you women, you know? So, the brother just said it. The most dangerous place for Israelites is in the womb, an Israelite woman. But let me get back to the scriptures though, Isaiah 47. So like I said, you've been made bare because of your man, and that's just talking about Planned Parenthood. We're not gonna even talking about Pearl Harbor. We're not gonna be going to 9/11, all right? Why you really went into war, all right? You needed a reason to go into the Middle East, and you ain't left there yet. They had weapons of mass destruction. You ain't found nothing yet. Not all of a sudden everybody in that region is not a part of the International Monetary Fund are enemies. Stop it.
Let me use verse 3.
Yeah.
This is for Isaiah 47:3. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered.
Right.
Thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man.
And your shame is being seen, because just like we said, on YouTube, all of a sudden they're taking down pages and they're taking it down, and they're taking down people videos. Exactly. They're shadow banning people. All right. Matter of fact, it's a sister. I won't say her name. She sent me a comment last night about an RT article about misogyny. I'm gonna do a video on the Lord willing. I tried to reply back to her at the water for the information. Her comments gone. I tried to go to. I went to my email. I saw the full comment, and it had the link. I clicked the link, so I got the article. But when I hit reply, it took me back to my video. I went to my comments, and it wasn't there. It literally showed 2 comments, but it showed the number 3. He playing in your face. Yeah, you really did receive 3 comments, but we only gonna show you 2. Damn devils, man.
Keep going, brother?
Yeah, keep going.
That's it. This verse 4. As for our Redeemer, the Lord of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel.
For our Redeemer. All right, Yahweh of hosts, Yahweh of the armies is our Redeemer. All right, that's why we tell you to sit in the dust of virgin daughter of Babylon, because Edom, your kingdom is falling. That's why we open up with Revelation 18:4, come out of her, my people. And then brother dropped that precept you was talking about. Sirach 30:15. Health and good estate of body are above all gold, and strong body above infinite wealth. That's
the water.
The
water, brother.
Yeah.
That's the water, brother.
Yeah.
That's it right there. And you're going to defile your temple. You're going to defile your temple for a damn gift card, man.
I got you. Ooh, I'm glad you said that.
They're defiling their temples for gift cards, man. $400 just to pump that whatever it is, man.
Hey, yo, I'm gonna tell you right now, man. Hey, if you give Jake crumbs, well, that sell you out. That's for crumbs. Because I remember in California, like maybe 2 years ago, they had like this little gathering of guns. If you have guns, we give you a $400 Walmart card or whatever. Man, somebody literally showed up with a bazooka. For a Walmart card, somebody showed up with a bazooka or RPG. It was on the news. I'm like, what? So yeah, man, Jake, man, they give you up. They give you up. Go ahead up.
Verse 5. This is Isaiah 47 and 5. Sit thou silent and get thy into darkness, O daughter of Chaldean, for thou shalt no more be called the lady of kingdoms.
Right, so you shall no more be called the lady of kingdoms. Hey, that's spiritual. Because that reminds me of a precept in Revelation. Baba Kashai, can you read that one more time?
This is Isaiah 47 and 5. Sit thou silent and get thy into darkness, O daughter of Chaldean, for thou shalt no more be called the lady of kingdoms.
The beautiful. This is beautiful. This is Revelation, chapter 17, verse 4. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold, and precious stone and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand, full of abomination and the filthiness of her fornication. That's talking about America. Because remember, it says that all the nations have drunk from her wine. America goes to other countries, subjugate the people, and force democracy upon them. That's why they want them out of the Middle East, because they don't want their women turning into the women of America. They have order over there. They have ancient customs in those areas over in the Middle East. They don't want America's democracy, because American democracy means devil's rule. Right? It's that do as thou wilt spirit. No, they don't want that. They have standards over there. So when it says it has the golden cup full of abominations, that's America. Here, drink some of this Babylon juice. That's okay. Hey, you can have a sex change. Hey, you can smoke cigarettes. Hey, you can eat pork. Hey, a woman can divorce her husband. Come on, man. That's America. That's Babylon, man. That's the same war that it said that you shall not be the lady of kings. This is on Revelation chapter 17, verse 5. And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery, Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. That's America. The mother of harlots and the abominations of the earth, man. Lo and behold, that's in America. Okay? Go ahead.
Verse 6. I was wroth with my people.
The Lord was wroth with us, the Israelites. That's the only reason why Esau, Edom, and these heathens are ruling over us right now. The Lord said, if you do not keep my laws, statutes, and commandment, I will send a nation from afar, as swift as the eagle, whose language you shall not understand, that will not regard the ancients and the young children. It shows you that. 12 years a slave, Django, Amistad. All right, Goodbye Uncle Tom. They make these movies to remind you that we're your enemy. And they put it in your face, man. All right? But this is the mystery whore Babylon. And if you watch that movie, it's more like a documentary. Goodbye Uncle Tom, it should be on YouTube. It'll make you mad, man. They had our young boys dressed up like girls dancing. All right? Man, these some devils, man.